This video is going to show you how to have a page on your Moodle class site that includes bookmarks that are relevant to your course to different resources on the web. And the interesting thing about this list of bookmarks is that it will be constantly updated throughout the year as you go through the normal course of the year and save bookmarks. It might be easier to show than it is to explain. Take a look at this. This is my AP European History course, and here in Unit 1 I have a page called Unit 1 Resources. And what this is a set of links to different resources on the internet that's related to Unit 1. For instance, I have a set of links here for the Reformation, and then another set of links here for the Renaissance. These are websites that I've collected over the past 5 or 6 years, and as I make bookmarks as time goes in the future, as I continue to make bookmarks, they'll be automatically updated here for the students. And this will show you how to do that. One of the first things you're going to have to do is get an account at Spurl. Spurl is a social bookmarking service, or at least that's the name that's attached to these services. It's a free service, so if you go to Spurl, spurl.net, you can just put in an email address and get a password and then open up your account and start making bookmarks. I've used Firefox, which is a good idea to use that as a browser rather than Internet Explorer, because when you use Spurl, you can get a Spurl button put in as a bookmark right on your toolbar, and it can automatically save sites. I'll show you how that works. This is my set of bookmarks. It's really my online library, and all of these folders on the side here I've created to organize all of my bookmarks. What we're going to deal with here is adding a set of bookmarks to a World Studies course. So here I've already created folders for World Studies, and I have a few bookmarks related to World War II, which is Unit 9 in the World Studies course. And let's take a look at what they look like. These are different websites that I've found that might be helpful to those students as they study World War II. Some of them are from the BBC, and some of them are from different colleges and universities. And you can see with clicking this little box we can get some extra information on each of them. That extra information will show up as well when we set this up to go into the Moodle site. The way I'd put this in World Studies, this selection of bookmarks in World Studies, is to use something called JavaScript. And believe me, I don't like any coding, so this isn't as complicated as it looks, but for a few seconds it's going to look complicated. I'm going to choose JS. And what it does is Spurl will write some code for you, meaning that if we put this sort of gobbledygook into Moodle, we'll get a page that looks like this. Now I want to have a little extra information on there, so what I'm going to do is change the list settings, which will show you how many items it will put on that list. I always put it at 100 just to give some extra room. And then under additional info, I'm going to change that to consensus, and then click update. And what that'll do is throw some more gobbledygook in there to make it look like this, which is what I want to add to the World Studies course. So it'll have the set of bookmarks and the little extra information that I type in about each site. So the next thing I want to do is copy all of this. So I'm going to highlight it and copy that text. I'm going to go back to the World Studies course. And when I get to the World Studies course, I'm going to add a page under the unit for World War II and add that page in. That text is going to be added in. So here, well, first thing I have to do is go to the top here and turn editing on, because that will allow me to edit into Moodle. Go down to World War II and add a resource, and I'm going to choose compose a web page, because that will allow me to put that gobbledygook in and get what I want. I'm going to name it World War II Web Resources, and I'll put that in here also. Moodle always asks you for a summary. I could get more descriptive, but just for the time being we'll leave it like that. And here we'll be at the full text of the web page. Now what I have to do here is use this button over on the side here, which says toggle HTML source. You really don't have to know what that means. Just know that when you click that, you're all set to paste the gobbledygook in. And then I'm going to put the settings here to have it show up in the same window, and then click Save Changes. And it'll show me what that page looks like. So now, under World War II Resources, there they are. Now the neat thing about this is when I make a bookmark later on, it'll automatically show up here. Let me show you how that works. Just remember that the bottom link here is the Holocaust Library Remembering the Survivors. Let's say later on I'm on the internet, and I find this website here. This is from George Washington University. It's the National Security Archive. And what this has is a collection of primary source documents concerning the dropping of the atomic bomb at the end of World War II. Now I think this is a neat website that I should have bookmarked and that I should have available to those students in World Studies. What I'll do here is click Spurl. And this is the button that Spurl puts on the Firefox browser. And this is the interface that comes up here. This is the bookmark itself, the title, and I'm going to, under the category here, do the drop down and put this into the folder I've already created, World Studies, World War II. And then under the description, I'll say Primary Source Documents. And then click Spurl. And then that window will be finished. What that's done is now added that page into my Spurl account. Now if we go back here to the Moodle course and notice, okay, those are the bookmarks that I have for World War II. Let's reload that page and see if the new bookmark has showed up also. How embarrassing. It hasn't. Hold on. No, there it is, right at the top. The Atomic Bomb and the End of World War II, a collection of primary sources. So as the years go on, whenever I make bookmarks, not only will I have it in my Spurl account, it will also be automatically available to the students. This probably isn't necessary for every course, but if you want to make bookmarks available to students, once you set this up, you're completely done. They'll always get the latest and greatest bookmarks.